Hey, hi guys, this is Salim. Once again, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I am going to tell you about one of the libraries of Python, that is Pandas. And guys, if you need any information regarding ML, so please do watch my last video. The link for that video is in the description, guys. Please find it. So I'm going to discuss about the Pandas library. So let's just jump into our topic. So guys, I'm going to tell you about the Pandas library, like what it is, why do we use Pandas in machine learning, for what purpose, everything in detail about we're going to learn in this video, guys. So the today's video agenda will be like about Pandas library and categories under Pandas, hands-on with Pandas. So before to tell about Pandas library, I need you guys to install the Pandas package. So there are two approaches for that. Number one is Anaconda and number two is Python. So I suggest you go for Anaconda because by default all it contains the packages including with Python. Including with Pandas, and also you can do using Python also, guys. But for that you need to install the latest Python, and these are the steps you can follow. Yeah, so Pandas is the library of Python and it is used for data analysis, guys. So the data analysis is nothing but the cleaning process of entire datasheet, guys. In my last video, I already mentioned the workflow of algorithm. There are some sequence of steps. Among those, cleaning is one of the step, guys. So for that cleaning, we use this library called Pandas library, guys. So this Pandas library provide various of functionalities and operations. Like the main key role of any ML algorithm or model is giving good accuracy, guys. So if we give the good input, then only the good output can be predicted, right? So similarly, in order to give the good input here, the Pandas library can be useful in order to clean all the unwanted data from the data sheet or the input sheet what we are giving to the algorithm or a model. So the unwanted values like null values or alphanumeric values, all this has to be clean, guys, because these values containing will give some some variations in the accuracy, guys, while we are going to predict. So anyhow, I'll going to show you the real-time scenario, how the pandas will be going to help for cleaning the process in a data sheet. So pandas is used for mainly numerical data analysis, guys. So the main task of this pandas library is to make the data sheet as simple as it can be, guys. Because as I told, the mainly depends upon the input, guys. So if we give the good input, then only the good outputs can be predicted, right? So this is about pandas library in a brief way. So we can import the pandas package as import pandas, and we are going to give the name as we wish. Like I can provide yes PD, like import pandas as PD. Whatever might be, you can give, guys. Next, the categories under pandas. So pandas having two categories, guys, because it is used for data analysis. So it can be done two ways, that is series and data frames. So the series will store the data in one-dimensional array, whereas data frames will store the data in two-dimensional arrays. Anyhow, we are going to see the implementation of this series and data frames while we are going to do hands-on with pandas. Yeah, let's start hands-on with pandas. So guys, this is Jupyter Notebook. As I suggested you to go for Anaconda, right, to install. So if you install Anaconda, so by default you'll get some launchers. Among those launchers, Jupyter Notebook is one of the launcher. I suggest you guys to go for Jupyter Notebook only because as a beginner it is very easy to practice. Yeah. So yeah guys, I have already written the code, guys, how to use the cleaning process using the pandas library on a data sheet. And guys, watching video doesn't give you any practice, guys, because only 20 to 25% you are going to get, but remaining the 70 to 75% you have to do it, guys. So I suggest you to pause the video if necessary and do practice, guys, then only you are going to get. Yeah. So I'll explain each and every line, guys, what it actually does. So we are importing the pandas package. So import pandas as PD. I give the name as PD. So it's up to you what you want to give. Yeah, we have already seen this series and data frames, right? So which will give the series in one-dimensional array. So if we print the arrays list of element like x and y, so it is going to print in one-dimensional array, one-dimensional view. Yeah. So look at here. This is x list of elements 1, 2, 3, 4. It is one-dimensional, whereas y similarly it is one-dimensional. when come to data frame, it is going to visualize the data in two-dimensional arrays, guys. Uh, Two-dimensional arrays like matrix. We can consider. Yeah, if you see here the index 0, the data will be visualizing in two-dimensional array. Yeah, now we are going to read the input sheet of ours, which contains the data. Since the data is actually prepared by me manually, guys. So I mean, any ML developer, he has to prepare manually, and using Pandas library, he is going to clean the entire data by removing unwanted values. So for that, I'm going to read the my Excel datasheet, because I stored in the Excel format, guys. So read underscore Excel, and this is my data input sheet name, crop data. And also you can save the data input sheet in CSV format too. So instead of Excel, you can type here read underscore CSV. Yeah. So yeah, I have read, and oh, okay, yeah, PD is not defined. Oh yeah, because I have written this long back ago, so every time it needs to be refreshed. Now it's going to be run. Yeah. So we have read the data input sheet. Now we need to know the number of rows and columns that are present. So for that, the shape is the method. So here we can see 19 rows and 5 columns, guys. So 19 rows and 5 columns. And this head of method will give by default only the first 5 rows, guys. So you can see the output here, 0 to 4, which means the 5 rows. And similarly, the tail will give the last 5 rows, guys. Last 5 rows. Yes, I know that we have 19 columns and 5 rows, so I can use directly in the head of method, like giving the 19 rows. So total the 19 rows will get to display here, like having this 5 columns and the data. And also you can observe here, like we have nan, which means the null values, or else it is empty rows. So by default it will take it as nan. Now this describe method will give the basic statistical analysis, guys. Here the pandas will also helpful to give the statistical analysis, like mean, mode, standard deviation, like average, everything. So by default the describe will give some basic statistical analysis. And yeah, as I told that we have some null values, right? So in order to find whether the null value is present or not, is a method that is used, guys. So here you can see all the boolean values like true and false. Wherever it is true in particular column, in a particular row, there the null value is present, guys. Now we have identified the null values. Suppose if you want the count of null values in the data input sheet, a particular column, we can use isNA of dot sum of, guys. So here you can see 3 columns we do have null values, and the count for year is 5, and the profit is 6, loss is 7, guys. So if you need overall total count of data input sheet, then you can add the sum of one more time, like isNA of dot sum of, which will give the approximate, not approximate, it is exactly 18, guys. Yeah, 18 null values we do have. Now we've identified the null values, right? Now what we have to do, we need to replace those null values with some other, right? So for that I am using this this command, guys. Yeah, in the column year, I'm going to fill the null values where in the place where it is true with the value equal to 0, right? Yeah, similarly I'm going to check whether the values have been replaced or not. So here in the year you can check, guys. See wherever it is null, there zeros are replaced with those null values. Similarly for other columns too, guys, the number of columns it contains the null values, you are going to replace in this way, and you are going to check whether it is replaced or not. And yeah, if you want to know the data type of a particular column, you can use this D type of method, D type method, so which will give a particular columns, this data type. So here the profit column is of float. So by default, if you give even integers in the datasheet, guys, it will consider as float. And ilog is the method. like it will return the rows, guys. So here I am returning from 1 to 4, which means it will only return from 1 to n minus 1 rows, like 1 to 3. So in a year column, I need 1 to 4, I mean limit of rows, which means n minus 1. If you start with a 0, you are going to get 0, 1, 2, 3. The count will be 4, right? Yeah. So here you can see colon 4. So which will gives approximately the limit what you have mentioned here, 4, which means start with the index 0. And suppose if you want to only print the particular column that matches the particular value, like in the year I want only the row which matches the year 1991, out of four rows, like 4 rows, whatever the rows that are matched with the year 1991, then all those rows have to be displayed. For me here only the one row that is with the year 1991, so that is why only one row is displaying here. Yeah, similarly this head off I already mentioned, we can check, or we can I mean print the all the rows. And ilog, yeah, 0 to 5 and 1 to 4. So this 0 to 5 will gives the count number of rows you need to display, guys. You need to display. So 1 to 4 is nothing but here the columns, as it already told, if you start with the 1 to any n value, then this ilog will only gives n minus 1, anything, I mean even the row or the column will, it is going to give n minus 1, guys. So here I have given the rows and columns, so it will give the column of n minus 1, which means 3 columns and up to 5 rows. Start with the 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 5 count. So as guys, I mean there are many more methods, guys, many more methods and functionalities in pandas, but it all depends upon the data input sheet what you have taken. For me, to this data input sheet only the null values content, so I have removed and replaced. If suppose there are some other unwanted values, I can do, guys. Anyhow, I am going to show all those operations and methods in the upcoming further videos, because we are going to solve a real-time problem, right? Yeah, so this is guide about pandas. And I want to tell you guys one thing. Yeah, like, yeah, let me show. Yeah, guys, this is Matplotlib. It is also one of the libraries of Python, guys. It is used to display the I mean data in a visual way, guys, like in a graph. So here for us to these values, like year and profit column, so we are going to get some graph. So here, I mean, it is not actually in a correct way, because we need to arrange the data sheet in a correct manner. For us here, I think it is deflecting. So anyhow, I just want to show, like, we can also visualize the data in this graph way. So anyhow, I'm going to cover this matplot library also in the upcoming further video. Uh, so guys, I hope you like this video, guys. And one thing I want to say, guys, this is all a part of this video. Like, it's not actually the content of video. So I just want to say one thing. No one is going to make you king or queen, guys, until and unless you wanted to become king or queen. You lay your path. No one is going to lay the path for you. Okay, and don't go on blindly, guys. Anything, if you want to learn anything, just be grit and curiosity and determination. Learn it, anything with this uh, I mean what I told, right? uh, no one is going to come and help you. Just be yourself. You're the only one unique in this world. Think like that, and do it, anything you're going to get. So guys, hope once again you like this video and understand what actually the pandas is. So please do like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe guys to Asani Gyan Tutorials channel. Thank you guys.